Hello everybody, Jamie here from FMSCOUT. In today's video, I am bringing you another tactic, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, this tactic is probably one of my favourites. I know we've tested a lot of tactics recently, and honestly, I'd just like to say thank you for your guys' support. The comments have been really nice, and you guys are enjoying using these tactics and seeing my results with these tactics as well. We are actually going to test a Kashmir tactic again now. We did one of these about 3 weeks ago. On the screen right now, you will see it. And it's a very different formation. There's like 17 different variations of the Kashmirs in the Knap table. And the amount of variation within roles and kind of formations is quite a lot. So there's some that I feel are better than others. And I'm just going to try and bring you the best ones that you guys will probably enjoy and you'll get the most results from. And this might just fit your team much better than the previous one that we did with Manchester City. So bear that in mind as well. You know, there's a lot of tactics, but there's a lot of good tactics. And sometimes you just need the formation that's going to fit your team the best. And on that note, we are going with Lazio. Now, you can see the tactic on your screen right now. It's got 2 ball-playing defenders. I've done that many tactics, but I don't think we've just had 2 ball-playing defenders. I'm going to use Lazio because Lazio at the minute are predicted to finish 4th. Now, this is for elite teams, so bear that in mind as well. So you will need to be an elite team, i.e. the top 3, top 4 clubs in that nation to do successful with this. And there's a lot of reasons why, which we'll come into it, but let's talk to you about how this formation works. The reason that this is for your elite teams is the fact that it's a 4-3-3, even with wing-backs high up, and will give away some space along the wings. There are no wingers to help the wing-backs out, and only the DMC and the centre-backs will be left to defend. Ideally, the wing-backs need to be very, very good as they play in both full-back and winger in one. It also has the highest lines of both engagement and defensive line, making it as pressing as possible. We can see that there are only 4 team instructions set, but this is going to be a tactic where your player's ability is going to need to be really, really good. It will, of course, set higher demands on your player. That's why it's recommended for the top teams. We have, however, seen it work for smaller teams as well, but you will need the right players or you'll be in trouble on the counter. So if you are thinking of using this as a smaller team, just think about that. But with a good team, you should be scoring for fun. My plan or my aim on this is to get at least 130 goals in Serie A. Whether we can do it, we're not sure. But let's have a little look at the instructions now. The mentality is very attacking. In possession, we've got pass into space, play out defence, run at defence, work ball into box. They might be the least amount of instructions I've seen on a Knap tactic in terms of in possession and in transition. In transition, you only have counter and counter press. Out of possession, we've got defend narrower, high defensive line, much higher line of engagement, extremely urgent, prevent short goal kick distribution, get stuck in, use tighter marking, and use offside trap. In terms of the players now, so your sweeper keeper will have tackle harder. Your ball playing defenders only have 2 instructions at pass it shorter. Your complete wing backs do have a lot of instructions, and you can see they are also marking a specific position. You can see they're marking the wingers on the opposition team. So you may need to change that should the opposition play different formations and not play wingers. Just play by game. Your DM is using pass it shorter, shoot less often, and close down more. Your central midfielder is using shoot less often. Your Mazzala is using pass it shorter and shoot less often. Your your left advanced forward is going to be pass it shorter, take more risks, dribble more, tackle harder. Your pressing forward, it will use pass it shorter, and your right advanced forward will use pass it shorter, take more risks, and dribble more. So we're just quickly going to show you how I'm going to kind of set up this team for this season should we get no injuries and things like that. So Acerbi and Luis Felipe are definitely going to be the centre-backs. And I also just want to show you how well it suits Lazio as well. This is why I thought I'd introduce this. But you can see on the complete wing-back, we've got Lazari. The DM is going to be Lucas Leiva. The wing-back on the left is going to be Lulic. The central midfielder is going to be Savic, which is this one, and then the Mazzala is going to be Luis Alberto, who I'm expecting to get a lot of assists this season. And these are going to be your 3 strikers. Now, we did a 3-striker formation not long ago. I'm kind of intrigued to see if we get the same results in terms of goals. I believe The three strikers for the last test with Napoli scored 92 goals. If they can beat that, being Lazio, and I'm assuming Napoli is predicted to finish higher as well, right? So yeah, so if we can actually beat 92 goals this season with Lazio, I'll be impressed, and honestly, I really think we will. But let's go forward a year. Let's see exactly what we do throughout the whole season with Lazio. Oh my lord. Yes, we absolutely dominated Serie A. And I can honestly tell you right now, I'm going to show you because I think it's fair. You can see if I go to my game status, the game was only saved 3 times. So it was saved, obviously when you start the game, you have to save the game. So that was 1 time. The second time was after pre-season had ended. And the third time was, of course, for me to leave the game. And you can see it was only 1 hour, 44 minutes. And honestly, this tactic, you guys, please let me know in the comments, because I think you could do some serious damage with a better team than Lazio. I mean, I scored 141 goals. I don't even know if that's the highest in all of my tests. I think it might be. But 38, we did lost 2, and I'm going to show you. I mean, you can see right there, Sampdoria and Udinese, we should have won. I don't know how we did that. I think the Sampdoria one was straight after the international break, so that kind of annoyed me. But we finished on 102 goal difference. I did concede a few more, but that's probably the quality. You know, when you're all playing against teams like Juventus, Atalanta, Napoli, Roma, Inter. There's a lot of good teams in Serie A, and they are going to score against you. We did draw against Atalanta as well. But 106 points, 102 goal difference, and 141 goals scored. What a season. Just a quick look down the schedule now, and a few big results. You can see, I mean, one of these games, Fiorentina, we won 6-4. Good start to the season, 5-1, 3-1, and 4-1. I don't think the Juventus beat us the entire season as well. You can see we beat them 3-1 right there. We had a few 7-1s and a few 6-1s, you know. So we scored 6 goals there. We scored 7 goals against Bologna. We scored 6 goals against Udinese. We scored 5 goals against Spal. 4 goals against Verona. 7 goals against Roma, which really shocked me. Bologna again 4-0. Spal 7-0. Lecce 7-1. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Lecce. But yeah, we dominated, absolutely dominated some teams. It did get to a point, I think it was around this stage right here. A lot of the games was very close. And I honestly thought we was probably going to lose our steam, I guess, because it was 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2. I felt it was conceding a little bit, but we did have international break. I think the Europa League was playing at that point as well. But overall, I really could not be happier. And if we look at the cup, so we won the cup. We beat Juventus 6-2 in the final. And then we went on to the Supercopa as well. We won the Supercopa. That was in the middle of the season. 5-1 against Juventus. They really couldn't do anything against us. It was so funny. And then the Europa League, we went and won the Europa League. We finished in a final against Man United 2-1. And we did the quadruple. I think that is the first time in one of our tests that we have done the quadruple with any team. Yes, it wasn't the Champions League, I know that, but it was the Europa League, and still it was the quadruple. And that 7-1 against Borussia was crazy. But yeah, what a season. Absolutely incredible. I can load all these back up now. But it really was. Like I say, we lost against Sampdoria and Udinese just there. We should have won, really. We should have won. Now let's have a look at the 3 strikers. They all played around 59, 58 appearances. It was a lot of games. Actually, I was rotating quite a bit, you can see. You know, I was using the subs quite a lot. They was only playing half games. Got a little bit lucky with injuries and stuff like that. I really didn't have that many problems, but you can kind of see a few players having a few appearances here and there. But honestly, we didn't have that many injuries, and I think that's why we did so well as well. But the 3 strikers scored, how many goals is that? 30, 60, 90, 98, 100, 105 goals. 105 goals. For the 3 strikers, we actually beat the record of our saves, 105 goals between 3 strikers. And I mean, that's incredible. But apart from that, assist-wise, I was more impressed with the assists. Luis Alberto had 39 assists with 17 goals. What a season for Luis Alberto. Felipe as well, the other striker who was playing on the left-hand side or right-hand side, I can't remember. He had 58 appearances, 35 goals and 24 assists. So the whole squad played really, really well. Now, a few of the team stats. You can see Lazio finished on 52% possession throughout the entire season, which, you know, really isn't that bad. We know some of these tactics aren't a possession game, and it's more of a direct style, but, you know, for us to finish 5th in that was still very good. You can see a few more stats here as well. So red cards, we was only 5th actually on red cards, so again, not too bad. And we did finish top of yellow cards, 145 yellow cards. In terms of anything else you want to see, goals, 141 like we mentioned, which was absolutely crazy in comparison to Juventus. The cross to completion ratio, we was at 24%. Crosses completed, 521 for Lazio. We had 21 goals from corners. Another thing, if you do decide to do this with Lazio, make sure you put Luis Alberto on set pieces for taking corners. That's one thing that you guys want to make sure you do. Goals from indirect free kicks, we had 12. Pass completion ratio was at 83% at 8th. Passes completed, we was down at the bottom again at 9,879, which was a long way off the top team at 18,000. Chances created though, 194. Shots on target ratio, 52%. We had 5 shots on target, we actually had 533. We was the highest in the conversion rate at 13% as well. Fouls against, 602 against us, and we had 22 dribbles per game. Conceded wise, we did finish around or joint 4th with Inter, so not the best, but it was okay. I mean, we absolutely dominated the league, so we can't really complain too much. And that's about it. But seriously, you guys have got to try this, because it's just really shocked me how well this tactic has done. And I really just, if there's any tactic I want you guys to try, it is honestly this one, because I had so much fun testing it. And I really think if you had, you know, the natural green, the natural greens everywhere, the better players, you would honestly cause so much damage. But yeah, that's been the end to the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.